Listen, I know for a fact back in my youth, I am in my youth still, I'm 23, but back in my earlier youth, my teenager days, I know I had some instances of being a little shit. I know for a fact. I'm not embarrassed about it. I was 14, 15, 16. You put me in a Walmart with a couple of my buddies. We were going to say some dumb shit. We were going to do some things that were annoying. I understand I was like this here and there. I do think I was a good kid. I was respectful. I would not go out of my way to be a dickhead to random people in grocery stores or in a movie theater or the mall. But I'd be lying if I said I had never done some dumb teenager, embarrassing, annoying shit, okay, in public. In school, even, right? You crack jokes. You want to be the center of attention. You do shit. I get that. But now that I'm 23 and I sit on the porch with my newspaper and coffee and watch the milk truck go by in the morning, I think to myself, you know what? I might have been a little bit annoying to the people around me at the time, but there is no way I am as bad as this generation. And I don't really have any teenagers in this generation in my life. I have no younger siblings or younger cousins or, yeah, I don't know any teenagers. Why would I? But I was in a movie theater full of them, infested by them, a swarm, if you will. They took over everything like a virus, like an infection, and it ruined what would have been a great movie. I went to go see Weapons with my girlfriend on a lovely date night. Saturday night, we both work 40 hours. We're both very busy people. While we do spend a lot of time together, a lot of our time spent together is budgeting, meal prepping, cleaning the house, getting things prepared, relaxing and just enjoying an evening together. We don't get a whole lot. We're busy people, and that is how a lot of people are. And we don't even have kids yet. I can't even imagine someone who has kids. But we went to go see Weapons at the nearest IMAX, and while the movie was great, I could hardly enjoy it. Movie theaters culture was dead for a few years after COVID. And for the most part, I thought it was still dead until I went to my recent IMAX. And every time I've been in there, it's been a full theater. And every time I've been, I've loved it. I love the full theater. I love the community it builds and the reactions you get at shocking or great moments or laughs. I think that's really special. And that's what I missed about the movies. So that's honestly the reason I've been going back to movies because it's always packed. I love a full theater. It's awesome. And this theater was full for Weapons. And I was happy at first, but as my dismay, I looked around and I saw that all of them were young. And I knew this was going to be ass. Turbo ass, mega ass. And it was. To start things off, there was a couple to our left who whispered throughout the entire movie. The guy was directly next to me. The girl was next to him. My girlfriend was on the other side, so she didn't hear a lot of it. I couldn't make out some of the words they would say, but I could hear whispering the whole time. Like it was their first date and they felt that awkward, nervous tension where they had to fill in the gaps and couldn't just watch the movie. I'm sorry. Even when I was a teenager, I was not doing shit like this. If I wanted to go yap to my homies, we'd go to his house. We'd go to the mall. We'd go to Walmart. We'd go to the restaurant where you're supposed to yap. I would not do it in a movie theater. The only time I went to a movie theater was to watch a movie. If I wanted to just hang out with my friends, I would have gone somewhere else. And that's what these pieces of shit should fucking do. I might be unk. I might be unk because this shit was so goofy to me. Would have never found this funny. These two are sitting here whispering to each other, and it's a horror movie. It's called Weapons. There's some weird scenes, some gross scenes, some scenes that are supposed to shock you, make you feel, oh, what is that? Ooh, what? I'm confused. I had to listen to this fucking douche nozzle next to me go, what the fuck? Every time some weird shit happened, the screen camera would change. You would see a weird thing. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Bro, shut the fuck up and just watch the movie. Shut the fuck up. They talk the whole fucking time. I understand that your girlfriend's a fucking brick and has to ask you a question about what's happening every 2 seconds in the movie. But bitch, wait till you can get it on Prime Video for $3.99 to rent. Holy fuck. This shit made me so pissed off. And that wasn't even the worst. That was not even close to the worst. That was one couple to my direct left, and that's why that was frustrating. But on the other side of the theater, in a large clump, there was probably 10 of them, 10 teenagers, a clique, a squad, right? Some guys, some girls. Let's go watch Weapons. They would hoot and holler and scream during some of the scenes that I thought would have otherwise been suspenseful and scary. And then they made some dumb comments to try to make the whole theater laugh. Wow, bro, you got the whole squad laughing, you goofy ass piece of shit degenerate. There was a scene, if you've seen Weapons, It's the ladies asleep in the car scene, and some spooky things are happening with another character while she's asleep in the car. They laughed the whole way when the other spooky character was walking to the car. They just were cackling. Obviously, that took me out of the moment. I didn't think it was a suspenseful or scary scene because of them. But honestly, looking back, I think I would have thought it was scary or spooky or suspenseful, or it got me on the edge of my seat, or got me excited, or got me intrigued, or got my heart rate up. But no, I had to hear them laughing. So then the car scene happens, and a weird thing is happening in the car that you're like, what is this? You kind of thing. I hear one of the group leader of these fucking douchebags, I would assume, say, "Oh hell nah." I'm gonna give you a second so you can stop your laughter to listen to me, because I know you're probably rolled off of your chair and you dropped your phone and you can't even hear me anymore over the sound of your own laughs. Go ahead, wipe them tears, because I know that comedy genius has just blessed your soul. It is what it is, you know. I get it. And I'm sure all his little girlfriends he was with there cracked up, dude. Good for you, man. I hope you got the attention that you're lacking at home and in the classroom, and you got it at the movie theater on a Saturday night. I understand that it was a big moment for you, and I'm proud that you got the laughs, but I'm sorry your joke was not funny. But that was the funnier of the jokes you made that night, because I heard you one other time. Now, please buckle up if you're driving, park the car. If you're watching the kids, put them down safely, because this next joke will have you laughing so hard you will lose control of your body and your eyes will swell with tears. You will be so happy. You're going to call everyone in your life and everyone in your family you haven't talked to in a long time and strike up a conversation, because this joke is about to bring you so much joy and laughter. The crow's feet on your eyes are going to grow so fast that you're going to look 40 by the end of this video, because you're going to be laughing so hard that they're going to be stuck like this. Ha ha ha. There's a scene. Well, by the way, just so you know, this video was recorded in August of 2025. I watched the video or the movie in August of 2025. Just giving you a time period context. There's a scene where a character spits in something. I could feel the rumblings before the spit happened. They're getting antsy. This was a high action scene that just happened, and it ends with the character spitting, and they're all up in arms. They're giggling. They're energetic. I can feel it. I know something's about to happen. I know the tension's about to burst. I know that prepubescent piece of shit can't hold it in any longer. He hasn't got enough attention in the last 10 minutes, and he's starting to shake in his boots because he offers nothing else. So when this character spits into this bowl or cup or whatever it was, our anime antagonist finds this as his moment. This was his time to shine. The starter just got injured, and I'm on the bench, and this is my time to show and prove who I am. And when the character spits in the cup, he says loudly, "Haktua," filled with more laughter from the pieces of shit to my right. And the piece of shit to my left laughed. Him and his date laughed. They chuckled. Ha ha ha, good one, brother. I'll give you a second to get the laughs out. I don't know what doctorate he just got from Cornball University, but they need to make sure he's got the highest one. That is the most cornball, cringe, unfunny shit I have ever heard in my life. If you're going to make an outburst, I've always said this, if you're going to read the room poorly, if you're going to say a joke that is dark humor or it's offensive or it's mean, it has to land. It has to be funny. Otherwise, you're just a piece of shit and you're just a cornball. Obviously, it landed, man, for him. He did it. But anyone over the age of 16, that was not only annoying, but I'm more mad about how corny and dumb that fucking joke was. I don't even think 16-year-olds find that funny. I think this is a subculture of this dude's piece of shit little clique. I think most times if you ask somebody that age, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, that shit's used up. That is old." I feel like teenagers and the younger generations have a very high IQ for corniness because they grew up on the social media and the reels, and all they do is make fun of everyone and everything. And I feel like most of them I would thought, but no, they laughed. I had a big chuckle. I puked in my mouth when it happened. I couldn't even believe it. And then there was this joker to our right, to my girlfriend's right, who were adults, and they were getting upset by these teenagers about everything they were doing, just like us. And I watched this fool fucking like the Undertaker, just sit up out of his chair and stare over at the teenagers. And his girlfriend or wife or whatever was like, honey, it's whatever. I get it, dude. I would have gone beat their ass myself. I was thinking about going to talk to the fucking manager. Like a piece of shit Karen. That's how I know I'm old, bro. I'm unk. Because I paid money for this and I want to enjoy my experience. And the fact that a great movie wasn't suspenseful or scary at all because it got ruined by a bunch of fucking clowns did upset me. And I wanted the establishment to know, but I did not tell them because at the end of the day, what are they going to do? It is what it is. You go into a public place, it's a risk. You never know what kind of douchebags are going to be behind you in the grocery line at Kings Island, at the movies, in a restaurant. It's part of the game. It is what it is. So as I sit here with my newspaper and coffee, and I complain about today's youth, I do think there's still hope. But brother, if you are like that, please, please do something. Please hit your kids. I don't know. Tie them up, throw them in the back of your truck, drive to Yosemite National Park, go 100 miles deep in the woods and leave them there. I don't know what other. I don't think I don't think there's a cure out there. I don't think Bella Ramsey's fucking blood could even cure this shit. I think we're cooked. I think we're absolutely cooked. I think the only solution is absolutely just be a good parent and euthanize your 16-year-old kid because that fucker is doomed. Obviously, I'm being facetious. Teenagers do dumb shit, but dude, at least be funny. Oh, I thought I was funny when I was a teenager. Now, obviously, I probably wasn't to adults. And I guess who am I to say he's not funny, right? He got all of his little clique of dumbasses to laugh, but damn, bro. I felt like a fucking boomer ass, unk ass Karen in that bitch. I was getting mad. These fucking teenagers. Man, what happened? What happened, man? Teenagers are supposed to be funny at least. Shit was so stupid. All right, that's about it. Hope y'all enjoyed that.